Hello and welcome. My name is Lola, and on this channel, we're learning English. Well, actually, I'm sharing my experience because I'm not a native speaker who learned language as an adult. And today I wanted to talk about the verb run and all the things around it. Of course, you say, Lola, you're crazy. Run, it's such a simple verb. Like, I know what to do. Like, run, Lola, run when you move your legs quickly. And that's it, right? Running. Huh, duh. Tell us something interesting. But, my friend, don't be so quick to judge. Run is such a big word, and if we open the dictionary, we'll see it has more than 10 definitions, and actually it is such a useful verb that is being used in so many cases, and it has so many meanings that could be super useful to you, and I will tell you about them today. Let's go. So instead of thinking about the direct translation, run means blah, 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 I want you to think widely. So what is running when we're talking about sports, right? We're moving quickly. We're moving fast. We are operating fast and smooth as a machine. We get things done. And it is all in the word run. So can you imagine that the same word is used when we're talking about the water? So in our sink, we have running water. Running water is like a flow of water that moves. We don't say the water goes. No, it runs. I have running water. Or the water can't stop running. I need to call a plumber. You know, it's a running water. And the same way, when we think about something moving quickly, fast, the speed motion, we could talk about things that we are running. So you could be running a business. Yeah, you're moving fast and quickly and you're operating smoothly. You're running a business. You could say, my mom is running a business. You know, she's running a coffee shop, meaning she's a manager and she's an owner and she's in charge of things. She's running it. And the same way in the entertainment, when we're talking about the show, we could have a person who's running the show. And actually, it's even a title, the name of the job, a showrunner, the main producer who's responsible for all the writers and line producers. He's a showrunner. He's in charge. He's in charge of operating things smoothly and quickly and, you know, the one who gets shit done. I'm sorry, I had to use this word, you know? And if you want the official definition, I'll get you that. A showrunner is an established writer and the top-level executive producer of a television series production who outranks other creative personnel. The main guy. This way, on TV, when they show the show, well, that's what they do. When they show you the show that has already been released and everybody saw it, they call it a rerun. You know, they have reruns. When you switch on TV and you see, oh, it's a rerun of Friends. You know, we've all seen it, but they're showing it again. Because it's so popular, everybody loves Friends, you know. So it's a rerun of Friends. And even if you're a performing artist, let's say you're a dancer or a circus performer or whoever does a performance, live performance, you could have a rehearsals. And also you could use this word, you could say, let's run the show again. So let's rehearse again. Let's go through it again. Let's run it again. So you are running it. You're smoothly operating it. You're going through it. You're, you know, once again, perfecting things. let's run the show. Let's run through it. And the same phrase you could use not only in performing arts, in any kind of work and business, and any kind of project. Let's run through things. For example, you have a presentation, you have a public speaking occasion, and you prepare your speech. So you want to go through it again, but you've done it so many times. So now it's enough for you to run through it, to move quickly through it. Okay, let's run through it again. I know it. So keep in mind this fast motion. Sometimes people use this word to run things, to run a business, to run a show, not literally, but figuratively. They mean let's move quickly, let's get things done. So even in your casual everyday life, you could say, I need to run to the bank. It doesn't mean that you're literally gonna run, but you need to go to the bank quickly, do your things, and go back home. I need to, can you run to the store to get me onions? Like, you need something done quickly and smoothly and fast. So you're asking your friend, your partner, your husband, your roommate, can you run to the store? Meaning, like, it's gonna be quick. I mean, if your friend is sick and limping and can't run, you can't ask him to run, even though you can, because it's not about running. So the very popular, useful idiom would be to run errands. I actually didn't know this phrase until I came to the United States. I didn't know what's running errands mean. Actually, running errands means when you're doing things, like little things in your neighborhood. Little things, for example, I need to go to the store, then I go stop by the bank, or I need to stop by ATM to get some cash, or I need to stop by the pet store, get my dog some food, all these little things and arrangements that you have during the day. We call them running errands. I need to run some errands. For example, when you don't want to give the details to your friend, but you have stuff to do in the morning, you're like, oh, let's meet second part of the day. I need to run some errands in the morning, meaning you have things to do. You're a busy person. You have things to do. You need to run some errands. And once again, you're not literally going to be running. You're just, unless sometimes I'm literally running the errands. But the whole idea, it's not about running. It's about moving smoothly, quickly, doing things. When you're going to the store and on the way, you can stop by another place because, there's another store I need. It's like right on the way, let's stop by it. We're running errands, we're doing things. So keep in mind this fast motion, this, smooth motion. Why? Because even the vine, grapevine can run up the wall. And you would say, why it runs up the wall, right? Why would we use the verb run? We're not talking about running, but about moving fast and quickly. And sometimes the vine grows so fast and it runs up the wall. You could see the motion of this plant, how nature amazingly, smoothly does things, finds little cracks in the stones and uses as little steps and just keeps going. It's beautiful. So the vine can run up the wall. And of course, we gotta talk about some phrasal verbs. I'm kind of gonna break my rule because it's not how I like to explain phrasal verbs. I don't like to start with the verb. But here, I want you to understand the meaning of the run. So the meaning of the phrasal verbs would come to you naturally if you understand the particle as well, right? So it's like a puzzle. You understand the meaning, not the translation, the meaning, the wide definition of the verb. And the meaning of the particle, and then all the phrasal verbs, they all make sense, and it's so simple to use, but we're not talking about that now. So when we say, like, I'm running around, it's such an easy phrasal verb. It's easy to imagine, like, I'm running errands around the neighborhood. Let's look at this sentence. And now let's throw other words, and you see I'm running around, meaning I'm doing things. I have a lot of things to do, you know? For example, in the end of the year, oh my God, I was running around doing things, meaning I had so much to do, so many things to finish before the end of the year. So I didn't have time, let's say, for meeting a friend. Oh, how bad of me. But you know what I mean, you know? You're running around. You could have this image of you being so busy that you don't have free time for extra things. And that means you're running around, you know, like, I need to run around. Like, I was running around, so sorry, I couldn't find time. And then another one of my favorite phrasal verbs, because before understanding the wide meaning, I couldn't understand why in the world in English we use run, for example, to run out of milk, right? Why do we use run out of milk? Like, what running has to do with milk or any other groceries, you know, or any other products in our fridge, or anything that we use, we can run out of it. For example, refreshing spray, and it's almost done. I ran out of it. Why ran? Because I was using it smoothly every day. Let's think I was almost like operating my life using this spray. And now I was running my life and I ran out of it, you know? Like, if this is a container and it is a part of my life, and now out of it because I don't have it anymore, you know? I ran out of it. So when we run out of things, it means these things are finished, are done, and usually we use it with things that we use regularly. Napkins, toilet paper, milk, eggs, bread, favorite cream, favorite shampoo. You can run out of it if you don't stock enough. Or another cool phrasal verb with run, when you're running after something. Once again, I want you to have this visual. You know, when you're running after something, imagine a dog who's running after a ball. You threw the ball, the dog ran after it. It chases the ball. It wants the ball. We imagine this picture. Now, in life, we as human beings, we want something, we chase something, we have big goals, we want to achieve things, we're running after it, you know? Sometimes people even say, you know, he's running after this big job, or he's running after this project, he really wants it, he chases it, he's looking for the opportunities to do it, to connect with people, you know, he's after it, he's running after it. It doesn't mean he physically runs after it, but he wants it, he chases it. You know, he smoothly wants it and operates after it. I want you to imagine this. And the last phrasal verb that I will offer to you is when you're running into someone or into something. And once again, we can imagine, like, we are so busy running around the neighborhood, doing things, running our errands, right? Had to stop by the store, had to go to the bank, had to go to the post office, I had to pay my bill, I'm running errands. And then, like, I'm moving quickly with purpose. And then I meet my neighbor, or I meet my friend, or God forbid, you meet your ex. You run into this person. You run into your neighbor, you run into your friend. So it's an accidental meeting that happens when you're doing your things and you occasionally bump into this person. And I love it because even though, once again, it's not literally running, but sometimes we're so busy, we're moving fast. Myself, I literally can run into the store, grab 2 items because I don't want to spend my life, in the line. And I turn and then I would see someone I know. I literally physically run into this person. But even if I was very relaxed and just walking and, oh, here's Sarah. I ran into Sarah. What an unexpected meeting. What a pleasant surprise. How are you? Am I being too loud with my singing lessons lately? She's my neighbor, for example. I ran into her. And why into, right? Why this particle? Once again, it's a topic for another video, but if I had to explain it shortly, into always assumes a container, like into, inside. You see the motion into. So when you're running into a person, think about you're getting into his space, right? Like into his life. You ran into his presence. That's why into. That's why, it's not like you saw the person and you passed by. No, you actually had the interaction, like you ran into that person. I hope you got what I mean. So now you see how amazing, how useful, how wide is this verb. Run, running. It has so much to offer, and I really hope after this video you will start using it more often. You will start playing with all these phrasal verbs and trying to apply things to your life. And you can use the box below this video to practice and think about when was the last time you ran into someone? When was the last time you were running errands? Or when was the last time you ran around? Write these examples, really apply it to your real life. So the next time you'll be thinking about it, you'll have this form in your head ready. If you like this video, you know what to do. Press the subscription button, press the like button, leave a comment, be active, and I'll be so happy to create more fun and interesting content for you. If you have a cool idea, once again, leave a comment below with the idea for the next video. We read all your comments and we really appreciate it. My name is Lola and I'll see you next Friday.